Hello guys, welcome to video number 3 inside of our introduction to game development using Pygame. So in this tutorial we're going to go ahead and learn how to add an image into our game screen. So right now our game screen is just blank, so we want to go ahead and learn how to add an image into it. So the first thing we need to go ahead and do actually decide which image we want to add into our Pygame object. So in this case I want to add a game for the player. Right now you can see that when I showed the demo, the player was just this spacecraft that was shooting bullets around and killing the alien crafts. So want to go ahead and download an image similar to that. So I'm just going to go into Flaticon and just simply search for an alien craft. So you can search for an alien craft like this. You can use this one right here, you can use this one, you can use this one, you can use this one. You can just find any image that works for you best. Okay, so you can just go ahead and search for images and use whatever you want to work with, but we have to make sure that the image is a 64 pixel image. Okay, so we have to go ahead here and then they should make sure that it's a 64 pixel image, which is right here, and then from there you can download that image. Okay, so you can select different variations of that alien craft. Okay, so of your spaceship which you're going to be using to destroy like the alien crafts. Okay, so I already have all that already downloaded, so you can also go to my GitHub page and you can find all those images right here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is simply go ahead and simply load it up into my game. So I'm going to go ahead and load it up into my game and then we'll use it from there. So I want to, this is going to be my my spacecraft, right? So I'm just going to go in here and simply paste it inside of my assets folder and then just paste it right here. So paste it, so now you can see I have it right here. So spaceship, great. So I want to go ahead and simply add it into our game, because right now if you just run our game it's just gonna be a black screen, right? So I want to go ahead and actually add it to it. So to do that is really very simple. What I want to go ahead and do, the first thing is I have to first load in the image. First of all, load the image and then display it using passing the X and the Y axis to tell Pygame where to position that image. So I'm going to say load spaceship image. So to do that, actually very simple. What you have to do is you have to simply say player. I'm going to call this, going to be our player, right? So player underscore image. So player image is going to be equals to the following. So the player image is going to be pygame dot load dot image dot load, and then you're going to pass in the path to that image. I'm going to say dot / assets, which are referring to this folder right here, assets, and it's called spaceship.png. So assets / spaceship.png, just like that. So that's going to load our image. Now we have to now tell where to display the image. So to do that, I'm going to simply have a function. I'm going to call this function player, and it's going to simply take player, this basically player, and what it's going to do is you're going to say blitz screen dot bleed, right? So bleed, and then you pass in what you want to bleed onto the screen. So you want to go ahead and pass the image, and then you have to pass in now a tuple, which is the second argument. Now the tuple is the location, the X and the Y axis on which to put the player on which to point the player in. Okay, so to explain this to you just a bit, I'm just going to bring this diagram right there. So if you are coming from school, we have the X and the Y plots, right? Coordinate system, right? The grid, the X and the Y coordinate system. Basically we have the X and the Y starting from 0 0 at the center, and then goes X increases as you go to the right, and then X decreases as we go to the left, and then Y increases as we go to the right, and then Y decreases as we go to the bottom, right? So in game development and in computer screens, the way it works is a bit different. So computer screen, we start at the very top. So imagine this was my screen, right? So we start at the very top up here. So imagine this was my screen, we start at the very top up here. So this is 0.00. So as we go to the right, the X increases. As we go downwards to the bottom, the Y increases. So that's basically how it works on computers, and now we come to computer screens, and it's the same concept in Pygame and in game development. So it starts at 0 0 and increases as we go right for the X, and then increase as we go bottom for the Y. So this is basically our screen. We have 900, which is the X, and then 600 the width. So I want the image to be somewhere around here. So this is going to be let's say around 450, right? If you divide this by 2, 450, and then the Y will be around like let's say it's around 500, 480 or something like that. But you also have to factor in the size of the image if you want to position this right at the center. Okay, so this, if this is a 64 image, you can just say means that half of it is 32, another half of it is 32. So you can do the math and then decide what values to minus to make sure that you position your image right at the center. So let me just go ahead and let's go ahead and specify this value. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to simply go here and say player X, and the player X, you're going to just leave that to be 410. Okay, and then you're going to say player Y, and the player Y is going to be 480. So 480. So if I go back here, so this is going to be 410, and then it's going to be 480, around 500, right? So yeah, that's basically how we are positioning our image. So once we have that, I'm going to provide in here the player X, and then also the player Y, just like that. So that's going to position our image basing the X and the Y coordinates. Okay, so now how do we display our image inside of our game? So display the image, you want the image display constantly every time you go in a loop. You want the image display, and I told you earlier on that if you want them to display continuously inside of your game, you have to keep it under the while loop, okay, or the game loop, basically you can call it. So let's put here and let's say player image display. So display, just like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and keep it here. So I say player, and then just call it, which, and player is this function right here, and this goes ahead and simply blitz the image, which is this image that we loaded onto our screen, and passing the X and the Y coordinates to pass in the image, and which I explained to you using this diagram right here. Okay, so great. So once we have this, you can just go ahead and simply run the code. So you can see now our player is displayed right here at the bottom. So that's the position of our player. So that's all I wanted us to cover in this tutorial, how to display an image in our game. So yeah, that's basically it. And to understand how all this works, please use this diagram. Refer the diagram. It's a bit confusing, especially if you are starting out. Just know that in computers, 0 0 starts from here, and X increases as we go this way, and Y increases as we go this way, and this is where we start from, at the top left of the screen. That's how we start counting. Okay, so at the top left of the screen, it's 0 0. Going right, the X increases. Going down, the Y increases. That's basically how the coordinate system of the screen works in computer games. Yeah, so that's basically it, and I have all the code here with some documentation to explain to you everything that you have done so far. So in the next tutorial, we're going to look at how to begin to move our player, because right now if I run the game again, our player is just stationary. It isn't moving, right? So in the next tutorial, we're going to learn how to move this player around, and the player having different actions. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed it so far, please make sure that you like the video, share this content with anyone who you think might find it helpful, and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in next one. Keep safe. Of the screen works in computer games. Yeah, so that's basically it, and I have all the code here with some documentation to explain to you everything that you have done so far. So in the next tutorial, we're going to look at how to begin to move our player, because right now if I run the game again, our player is just stationary. It isn't moving, right? So in the next tutorial, we're going to learn how to move this player around, and the player having different actions. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed it so far, please make sure that you like the video, share this content with anyone who you think might find it helpful, and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in next one. Keep safe.